Warning, Hebrews Toys Reviews is not intended for children. It is for adult collectors and the people over the age of 18.
Hello everybody, Hebrew77 here, and welcome to Hebrews Toy Reviews. And today we continue Turtle Month. It's Thursday, and it wouldn't be a proper Thursday without me bringing up something that every genre should have. Whether it be G.I. Joe with their green shirts, or Cobra with their Cobra Troopers, or Star Wars with their Stormtroopers. We're talking about, of course, figure building. And you can't do an equal amount of figure building without it being some sort of trooper or sub-team or a team. An army builder is what I meant to say, not a trooper builder or a figure builder. An army builder. And Ninja Turtles was no different than all those other genres. They had the Foot Clan. And the Foot Clan had the Foot Clan soldiers. And that's what we'll be talking about today for this Thursday of Turtle Month, the Foot Clan soldier. So with no further ado, here is the review! Now, the Foot Clan is a mysterious organization that supposedly goes back hundreds of years ago in Japan. And Oroku Saki, of course, was not the original sensei of the Foot Clan. However, this new Foot Clan, he is. And as you can see, I have the original Foot Clan soldier from 1988. I have another Foot Clan soldier from 2003. This one is also from 2003. And this one came out shortly after the TMNT cartoon series on Nickelodeon. Not much is known about the Foot Clan, except for in the cartoon, the Foot Clan soldiers were made to be robots due to broadcast standards and practices not wanting to show violence. If they were made into robots, then the Ninja Turtles could do whatever they wanted to them as far as kicking their butts is concerned. Now here you have an original Foot Clan soldier, and as you can see, let me get a close up. He has the symbol marking of a foot on his forehead on his uniform. Man, I loved fighting these things in the video game. The Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2 for the NES arcade version. Now, there was a big difference between the arcade version and the version we got on video game, but it wasn't that much, actually, and it was really fun to play. A lot more fun than the first Turtle game that came out for NES, but that's another discussion for another day. We'll set all the rest of these Foot Clan soldiers to one side and just focus on the one from 1988, since we are talking about 1988. Now, he came, oddly enough, with a gun, and this gun would shoot rays at the turtles Here, let me put it in his hand. Which would render them, I guess, unconscious, or it was meant to maybe be a sort of mutagen ray of some sort, anti-mutagen ray. I don't know. I think in the video game it just sort of knocked you out for a while. But he came with this gun, and also these weapons here, which I never pulled off the rack, although they're starting to come on loose from the rack. I'm not quite sure what these do. This looks like maybe a grabber or a pincher of some sort. Looks like a missile, almost like a rocket launcher. And this is, your guess is as good as mine. I guess you would hit the Ninja Turtles on the side of the head with it. I don't know, but I never pulled these off the rack. Obviously, I pulled that gun off the rack. And oddly enough, these are a different color than the gun. If you see them in comparison, let me take the gun out of his hand. And let's see, is there enough light? Put some more light here. The color in contrast is much darker than the gun that was on here. I'll put those to the side. And so let's look at the 1988 Foot Clan Soldier. First of all, he had the purple mask with purple hood coming down to his shoulders. Almost kind of looked like the Scarecrow in a way that these came down almost as shoulder pads. And then he had a gray shirt underneath with what appears to be sort of like a cloth belt going around almost like a gi. And that went all the way around to his back. And then you had his, I guess, forearm pads. These protected their forearms. And it looks like actually they might have protected their entire arms. That was in blue. And then down here at the wrist, you had like a wristband, and then there was another little elbow pad underneath the protective gear. It kind of looks like protective forearm pads that you would have for hockey. and then coming on down, you'd have the hands here. The purple gloves, and then his pants were blue pants with purple boots and wrappings around his legs. Let's see if you can see that. Black wrappings from the ankle on up, almost, well, not quite to the knee, but around to the shin. And they came around to the back as well. Now these guys had, of course, very little articulation. In fact, you could barely sit them down. They had really long arms. Like, I think they had the longest arms of all of the turtle action figures. They had a really good reach. Now in the cartoon, I always thought when they walked, they sort of walked like a gorilla, with their arms almost towards the ground, as you can see here. I'm going to lift up my camera. Sort of just walk with their arms like this, almost gorilla-like. And if you look at their heads almost look elongated, almost alien-like. And which I always wondered, did the Foot Clan, in terms of the cartoon series, come from Dimension X? Were they, I know that they were robots, but let's put aside the fact, let's say they didn't have that whole robot thing going on. I mean, you take a look at the elongated head. Let's say the comic books, or even, well, in the movies, they didn't have the elongated heads. But you have yellow eyes, and there's really no indication that they are robots per se. So it does make me wonder, did they come from Dimension X? And which on Friday we will talk about Krang the Brain and his robot body and Dimension X and so forth. But that's all pretty much I have to say about the Foot Clan Soldier, except these made a terrific army builder back in the day, just as well as the Stormtroopers and the G.I. Joe Cobra Troopers and so forth. I really wish I would have gotten 3 or 4 more of him rather than having these 2000 something versions of the other Foot Clan Soldier. But if you look at the 2003 Foot Clan Soldier, this actually confirmed that they were in fact robots. Let me hold on. Pull these back and expose their chest to reveal they did have robot parts. And also, if you push this head down a certain way, another head would pop up. As you can see there, you got the other head that would pop up, and they would transform into almost what appeared to be not exactly robot. See, they're almost like a cyborg, a Terminator type robot, or the Borg, as they look to be half human and half robot, as a matter of fact. So my theory could still be correct that they were aliens that were artificially, that had artificial and organic parts. Who knows? But anyway, that about does it for this review, which I hope you enjoyed. So, you know, that's it. One more thing before I kick off here. This symbol right here in this dude's chest, I never could figure out what the heck it was for, but it kind of resembles the symbol for Star Wars, the Rebel Force. So I don't know. Maybe there's a little collation there. Who knows? But anyway, that does it for the Foot Clan Soldier toy review. There you have it, the Foot Clan Soldiers. You know, in a way, they're much like the Stormtrooper from Star Wars, or the Cobra Troopers, the Crimson Troopers, I guess you would say, or whatever. But anyway, everyone wanted the army build back in the day, but it was just too unrealistic to ask your parent for the same toy over and over and over again. Although when you got older and you're going to the store yourself, or Toys R Us was there for you, you could build whatever army you wanted to. And nowadays people get on eBay and they build their armies, and in a way that's kind of a bad thing. As you might take a look at one of my eBay documentaries that I did here about I guess it was almost a month ago, but it kind of brings the price of your troops, your trooper or your army up, like way up. And I understand people wanting to do it and the reasons behind it. Me, in my opinion, you can build a small army with only like 4, maybe 5 of the guys. You don't have to have like an actual army, like 100 Cobra Troopers or 200 Cobra Troopers. I mean, you're depleting the inventory, guys, and that's what's causing the prices to skyrocket. But anyway, Turtle Month must go on, and that's exactly what we're going to do tomorrow, because guess what, guys? Once again, it's TGIF, and we are into our second week of Turtle Month, and next week we will kick off Friday with none other than Krang, or as some people call him, Krang the Brain. I think that was his official title. I'll have to research into that when I do the actual video. But that should be an exciting one to do. I don't have the big body, but I do have a little tiny body. I'll talk about that and a whole lot more when I see you on Friday. But until then, remember that knowing's not just half the battle. It's the whole damn war. See you then.